Live Q&A time now, brought to you by Manscaped. Head over to manscaped.com and save 20% off with promo code Cowboys. A bunch of super chats we've got to get to. First up from King J. Would a potential Rodgers-McCarthy reunion make sense considering the friction between the two in Green Bay? Probably better just to pay Dak. I am inclined to agree, King J. When you want to look 3 to 4 years from now, Dak's probably going to be better than Rodgers if he isn't already. And then on top of that, I don't know what the relationship is between Rodgers and McCarthy in reality. I know there were reports out of it. I think it makes more sense just to pay Dak. And oh, by the way, if you're trying to trade for Aaron Rodgers, or you're giving up draft picks too. Is that the route you really want to pursue? Michael Miller, Pollard for a true number one corner. I love Pollard, but hate our defensive back situation. I agree. I'm a big Tony Pollard fan too, as I merge words there. I would love to get a number one corner as well. And I would trade Tony Pollard for a number one corner in a heartbeat. The problem is, no self-respecting and knowledgeable NFL team is going to trade a number one corner for a running back. I don't see that happening in the NFL. So I like the idea behind it, but it takes two teams to make a trade. No NFL team is going to say, yeah, let's do that one. All right, King J. Tom, use your connections with the team to get Chris Jones cut. I can play punter for free and be the worst in the league while saving money for the team. First off, King J, I'm going to punt for the Cowboys, and I will make them pay me because I am greedy. But I have tried to get them to cut Chris Jones. They just won't do it. I don't understand why. Doesn't make sense to me. He's been bad for like 3 or 4 years. He's expensive. He was dead last in the NFL in punting last year. I know he was hurt, but cut him. You can take the Madden approach, and I don't always encourage this, but take the Madden approach. Just sign the cheapest punter out there and don't ever punt. Go for it on 4th down every time, or almost every time. I completely agree with you. All right, Elijah Williams, another super chat here. Who is your most disliked Dallas Cowboys player? Mine is Chaz Green. You guys can get yours in the comments section. You guys are going to like my answer. I'm going to go with David Irving. David Irving bothers me because Chaz Green, he just wasn't very good. You know, you can only do so much with what your God-given talent is, you know? The other problem on top of that is for Irving, he was great. He just didn't care. That's what bothered me. Who's typing in Romo? Stop it. I will not tolerate Tony Romo slander on this show. I absolutely will not. I'm sorry. Now, Chaz Green is kind of a bust, relatively speaking. Some other unpopular players, though, are Taco Charlton and Tristan Hill. Put in Michael Irvin. What are we doing? This is most disliked, guys, not most liked. Maybe they are trolling me and they're having success. Either way. Bigger bust. Yeah, Jason Garrett's a good one. All right, bigger bust. Tristan Hill or Taco Charlton? H for Hill, C for Charlton. I think the right answer is Taco because he was a first-round pick. And I'm not going to bring up that they took you-know-who over either or they ignored it and didn't take you-know-who over either of these guys, but Taco was the mistake, which was also the mistake for me because I actually kind of liked that pick, and that was a big-time L for everybody involved. Taco, the Cowboys, the coaching staff, the front office, and me too. From Freaking Mando 40, how well do you think our offense will perform this year? I fully expect a top 5 offense once again for the Dallas Cowboys. I think they're going to be impressive. I think they're going to have to carry this team. I think they're going to be hopefully a little bit more consistent would be my goal. But I think overall, you're going to see an offense that probably has to score 30 a game to win. Kind of a bit of an issue and a bit of a red flag there. But the run game, I think, will be good. Passing game should once again be good. If they can convert in the red zone a little bit more efficiently and not settle for field goals, I'll be really fired up about that team. From Gallup to the Bowl, is Jamal Adams the best safety in the league? I think you can make legitimate arguments for the likes of Minkah Fitzpatrick and Derwin James and Harrison Smith and Tyrann Mathieu, maybe not Earl Thomas anymore, but I think Adams is certainly in that discussion. Now, he's a different type of safety than many of those guys, but it is a debate worth having, and you have to make an argument and at least consider Jamal Adams inside of that. David G. 81, let's say Dak has a horrible season this year. What are we doing at quarterback next year? It's a very fair question. Depends on if you paid him or not. If you paid him and he has a bad year, oops, try again next year. If you didn't pay him and he has a horrible year, my hope is that it was so horribly bad that you're in draft range, because there's not going to be a bunch of great free agent quarterbacks. So if Dak has a horrible year, you're probably going to have to try and go draft somebody, which, by the way, is why you're better off just hoping that you pay Dak and he plays great. Speaking of Dak, folks, will he lead the Cowboys to the playoffs in 2020? Type Y for yes or type N for no. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I think the answer is yes. I think this team is good enough. Dak is good enough that if they're not going to win the NFC East, they're at least going to make it as a wild card team. So get your votes in there for me. Y for yes or N for no. Another super chat from King J, the MVP of today's show so far. Woods doesn't want to play, apparently. Sign Snacks. We mentioned Antoine Woods earlier. I still don't know for certain what he wants to do. If he doesn't want to play, then yeah, I would go pursue Damon Harrison, because that gets me even more big boys on the interior, more fatties only on that defensive line. I still would have signed Snacks by the way, as I look at Slack and get all frazzled there. But the Cowboys signed Dontari Poe instead. Today's show is brought to you by Manscaped. You can get the Lawnmower 3.0, the #1 men's grooming tool out there, at manscaped.com. And you'll save 20% off if you use promo code Cowboys. And again, folks, you don't just have to take my word for it. You can ask my wife, because we do not swing, and she can confirm that things are better when I'm using the Lawnmower 3.0. It's manscaped.com. That link is in the comments and in the description. But don't forget to use promo code Cowboys. You'll save 20% off at that URL if you use that promo code on not just the Lawnmower 3.0, but all the products they have available. So go check it out today. Don't forget to use that code. From C1L2D3, sounds like a weird auto-generated password, but that's cool. Okay, a lot of trade going here. Jets trade Adams. Cowboys trade a first-round pick and Connor Williams. Cowboys can play McGovern at guard. Williams can play his room position for the Jets. I would wonder, though, if you're going to play Mekhi Becton at left tackle, which might reduce their interest. If you can promise me that Connor McGovern is equally or at least close to as good as Connor Williams, I would do this trade. Maybe you could trade Connor McGovern to the Jets, because they were going to take him before the Cowboys did. So I would do a first-round pick and one of the Connors for Jamal Adams. From Brokov, sign Devonta Freeman, but why? A, he wants like $5 million, and B, more importantly, he's like the number 3 back on this team. Why would I pay that much for a number 3 back? I'll go super cheap, and if someone gets hurt, yes, I'll explore Devonta Freeman, but he's not on the Cowboys right now. From Dak Attack, with a great profile picture, by the way, what is the probability we get Randy Gregory back in time for a full training camp, should we have one? I'll tell you guys what I've said for a long time on Randy Gregory. I think it'll happen, but I'm not saying for certain until it actually does, because we've played this game with Randy Gregory a lot before. We have played it repeatedly with Randy Gregory. Okay, he's applied for reinstatement. Oh, no, wait, now he hasn't. Okay, so which is it? So for Gregory and for the Cowboys, I think he's going to come back. I hope he's going to come back, but I don't know for certain. So I will put the probability at maybe it's like 65%. I want it to be 100, but we'll have to wait and see on that one. From Ryan O., what would you rank LVE and Jalen Smith among the linebackers in the NFL? This time last year I said they were the best young linebacker duo in the NFL. I retract my previous statement, because I no longer know about the health of Leighton Vander Esch, and Jalen Smith is coming off a pretty notable down season. So I'll probably still, I want to say top 5, but I don't know for certain. Definitely top 10. I think the Niners have a bit better linebacker duo. The Vikings do. I think Steelers, I still want to see someone other than Devin Bush on that team, but I don't know. I'll go top 10, but nowhere near as confident as I once was. Destroyer Dog, do you think the Cowboys will trade for or sign a 4th wide receiver? possible. I think that will be determined based on camp. Like, they want to see what they can get out of Devin Smith and Noah Brown and John Vay Johnson and Cedric Wilson. And if those guys impress, well, then they won't trade or add somebody. If they struggle, watch out for around roster cut time. I guess if you have one of those this year, and maybe the Cowboys will try to make a move. Speaking of signing or trading for, I want you guys to shout out you the player you want Dallas to trade for, with one exception. Can't say Jamal Adams. No Jamal Adams for this particular answer. So excluding Jamal Adams, name a player you want Dallas to sign or trade for right now. Let me know who it is. I'm curious which route you guys go. I see A.J. Brown. That'd be fun. Cameron Hayward, Patrick Peterson, Derwin James. Keep those coming for me in the comment section. Paul Fryer, will the Cowboys ever go all in again to win a Super Bowl? They went all in for Dion. It's a little bit different of an era for the Cowboys. It depends on how you, with the salary cap and all, it depends on how you define all in. Like, are you sacrificing your future to go all in, giving up picks and future cap space with the way you do deals, or are you just being aggressive? If it's the former, I don't think that'll ever happen again. If it's the latter and you're just trying to make more moves and add big players, like if you would consider adding Jamal Adams going all in, then I think, yes, there is the possibility of that happening. One of the other products that Manscaped has, by the way, is the Weed Whacker. It's great if you have some long nose or ear hair, or if your dad has it, or if you just don't admit that you have it. Manscaped.com, same URL, same promo code as well. You can get 20% off with promo code Cowboys on the Lawnmower 3.0, the Weed Whacker, or Manscaped Perfect Package. Super chat from Alan Williams. Does it make sense for us to sign Damon Harrison if Antoine Woods refuses to play? And would that make our D-line too big and wear out Poe and Harrison? They can wear out both Poe and Harrison if offenses play fast. Well, if you're adding Damon Harrison, you're not going to play those two together a lot. Like, what you're going to see happen is that you're probably still going to play Gerald McCoy a bunch on that team. Like, you're not going to play both of them in, like, passing downs. Those guys are run stoppers. Dontari Poe would probably play a little bit more in terms of passing downs, but Harrison would be a run stopper. So I wouldn't worry about making the line too big at that point. If Antoine Woods refuses to play, and you want to go out and sign a veteran like Harrison, he's cheap, yeah, sign me up for that one. Hey, Cowboys fans, thanks for watching the Cowboys Report. If you haven't already, click right here to subscribe to our channel for all the best Cowboys coverage on the internet. That's news, rumors, highlights, mailbags, film studies, and a whole lot more. And I'm making your lives a little bit easier as well with the next Cowboys Report video right here.